In the heart of autumn, when the leaves rustle like whispers and the air turns crisp with the promise of winter, a night unfolds unlike any other. Halloween, a holiday of magic and mystery, has its roots buried deep in the ancient traditions of the Celts, and its story is as captivating as the night itself. Our tale begins over 2,000 years ago, in the land we now call Ireland. The Celts, a proud and mystical people, celebrated the festival of Samhain. Samhain marked the end of summer and the beginning of winter, a time of change when the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred. It was a night of profound significance, for it was believed that the spirits of the deceased returned to visit the world of the living. On the eve of Samhain, the Celts lit bonfires to guide the spirits back to their earthly homes. They adorned themselves in animal skins and masks, believing that disguising themselves would protect them from malevolent spirits. The darkness of the night was punctuated by the flickering light of these bonfires, casting eerie shadows that danced on the faces of the celebrants. Yet, the Celts were not a superstitious people. They were resourceful and pragmatic, and they used this mystical night to make prophecies about the future. In what is perhaps the most captivating aspect of this ancient tradition, they believed that the veil between the worlds was thin on Samhain, allowing them to see glimpses of what lay ahead. People consulted druids, the wise priests of the Celtic tribes, who gazed into the embers of the bonfires and divined the future. These prophecies carried great weight, influencing decisions about crops, livestock, and even personal matters. Communities depended on the druids' wisdom to navigate the challenges that lay ahead, and the air was thick with anticipation as they awaited their glimpses into the future. The spirits of the deceased were not to be feared on this night. Rather, they were welcomed as bearers of wisdom and insight. The Roman conquest in 43 AD brought a fusion of traditions. The Roman festival of Feralia, which honored the dead, coincided with Samhain. Over the years, the two merged, creating a celebration that combined the reverence for the departed with the mystical practices of the Celts. This fusion gave rise to a night of unprecedented wonder. The Romans introduced their own customs to the celebration, such as the tradition of bobbing for apples, which symbolized the goddess of fruit trees, Pomona. It was a night when the Roman gods of harvest and the Celtic spirits of the dead coexisted, adding layers of significance to the festivities. As centuries passed, Christianity spread across the Celtic lands, and the Church sought to replace the pagan traditions with Christian ones. In the 9th century, the Church declared November 1st as All Saints' Day, or All Hallows, a day to honor the saints. The night before, October 31st, became known as All Hallows' Eve, and eventually Halloween. However, the ancient customs of the Celts and the Romans could not be erased. The people continued to light bonfires and dress in costumes, although now they did so to ward off evil spirits rather than to welcome the deceased. As Christianity evolved, so did Halloween. It became a night when people prayed for the souls of the departed, and later, a time for fun and festivities. In the 19th century, Irish immigrants brought their Halloween traditions to America, where it blended with other cultural elements to become the holiday we know today. Trick-or-treating emerged as a delightful pastime, rooted in the old practice of offering food and drink to wandering spirits. Jack-o'-lanterns carved from pumpkins replaced the original turnips, a nod to the Irish folklore of Stingy Jack. Children dressed in costumes that harked back to the Celts' belief in disguising themselves to confuse and deter malevolent spirits. It was a night of communal revelry, where the entire neighborhood came together to share in the spirit of the season. And so, Halloween has journeyed through time, From the mystical rites of the ancient Celts to the modern-day celebration of costumes, candy, and community, it retains a magical quality, a night when the mysterious and the mundane collide. As we put on our costumes and light our jack-o'-lanterns, we pay homage to the age-old belief that on this night, the boundaries between our world and the next are tantalizingly thin. Thanks for watching the video. This is a new channel with a big mission: to bring you the most intriguing stories that go beyond history. We would love your support. Subscribe, like the video, and turn on post notifications to never miss a video.